Hello and happy new year to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and all rising signs. This is going to be your 2025 tarot reading. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so they may resonate on different levels for different people in different situations. Also, I'm not going to be taking into account the astrological things going on for you in 2025. Because like not every single person is going to come across this reading. Like this is for the Sagittarius placements who happen to come across this video. It's a special little message for you. And yeah, I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Divine for this reading and the Sacred Forest Oracle. So before we go forward into the future, we just need to go back and do a little bit of reflecting. So let's just see, first of all, like what lessons has 2024 brought you? Where have you been? What have you learned? So what lessons has Sagittarius been through in 2024? Expansion, branching off, abundance, courage, transformation. This is like a really big theme. Like I've already done the Leo and the Aries reading. You know what? Like as I said that, all of the fire signs got this card in the first 3 cards that I pulled out of the readings. So leadership is like a big thing for the fire signs. Like this is a big thing that you guys have learnt, like taking control and action over your life, and have just really gone through some like big shifts, like branching out. It almost feels like yeah, just like a kind of completion sort of a thing. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards on this. I think you've also learned that change is like inevitable. We've got Justice here reverse, Ace of Coins reverse, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. There's been like a lesson of not everything like is gonna go your way. That's really what I'm hearing here. Not everything will go your way. Maybe like, yeah, not everything. I think what's happened is like there's been something that happened over 2024 that was kind of out of your control, that made you realize it's kind of like a paradox, like how much control you do have. If that makes sense. It's like, how do I put it? It's like a tower moment that comes through and kind of like messes everything up that you can't control. It's like a storm that comes through, but then you kind of realize like your own power through that situation where you felt powerless. You're like, well, what can I do? So that, whatever that was in 2024, like it's really taught you a lot of resilience, self-reliance, and it's given you like this completely new perspective on, yeah, like tackling life's challenges 100%. Because the 3 of Swords, this is pain. Ace of Coins, this is like a financial loss or just like a loss of some type of like abundance, like physical thing. And Justice reverse. Yeah, I just feel like something like just didn't go your way, or yeah, just didn't go the way that it was planned or set out, which really like kind of shook you. But like the silver lining is that it's pushed you forward into so much like personal power and so much growth. Like as you know, troubling or challenging as this lesson was, like it's completely set you up for 2025. Let's just say that. I might pull one more oracle. What do we got here? Love. Okay, maybe this has like pushed you towards something that, how do I put it? It's like, it's helped you to kind of like reprioritize your life a little bit, or like the things that you're putting your energy towards, and kind of seeing like, is this actually fulfilling me? That's when it comes to that like personal power and like personal decision making and stuff, and being like, what can I do in this situation? It's just like, you've learned that if you look after yourself and you make sure that your cup is filled, that, you know, everything is just kind of gonna fall into place. Like, you can only really do like what you can do, and there's this level of like acceptance in that situation. So yeah, that's a vibe. We love that. I am going to now move forward a little bit. We're going to go into the present. So the question I have is, what are you being asked to focus on right now? Right now, in this moment that you're watching this video, what is Sagittarius being asked to focus on? It's got the 5 of Wands reversed. It's inner conflict. Let's build on this. Page of Coins. Yeah, so like what I'm getting is like trusting the process, because the Page of Coins, this is all about patience, trusting that things are going to like flourish, like just, yeah, knowing that what you're investing in, even if you can't see the results right now, that there will be fruit. You just need to trust. Especially like 5 of Coins in reverse, like this is a card about being kind of at a rock bottom, being like a bit hopeless, but yeah, in reverse, like it's like inner, like, and it feels like it's coming up as well, like you're not at rock bottom, it's like kind of coming out of that mindset. Because yeah, like whatever happened that kind of created that lesson in the past is, yeah, teaching you how to trust and be hopeful, and trust that like the universe isn't out to get you. Like I really feel like there was a Tower moment at some point, like just something really didn't go your way. I'm gonna pull one more tarot and then some oracle. King of Wands. This is kind of like focus on what you've already been focusing on, like that personal power. Like I was saying, like this situation has pushed you into yourself and your own control of the situation. Just keep doing what you're doing, but there's a big reminder here of patience, and especially with yourself. Because the 5 of Wands reversed, this is giving me like inner conflict, like, oh, should I do this or should I give up? That's the biggest thing, giving up. That's the biggest energy that I'm getting from this card. Don't give up. You don't need to see like the end result to know that this is the right thing. Like if it feels right now, then keep doing it, whatever that is. So where is the oracle? What does Sagittarius need to focus on right now? Acceptance. Like I was saying, I literally said this. There's a level of acceptance here. It's accepting the circumstances, accepting what the universe wants to give you, accepting the lessons that the universe is guiding you through at this time, instead of fighting it. Just trusting, like, and this was also a very similar message to, I think it was the Leo reading. So if you have Leo in your big 3, that could be extra confirmation of just, yeah, like trusting the universe and trusting the Tower moment, trusting that you find it will lead you to success, basically. sometimes we have an idea of what we want, and then the universe has wants to grant us that wish, but it's in a completely different way, going down a completely different path than what we imagine. So when the universe tries to give us that thing that we're asking for, we misinterpret it and we're like, oh my god, everything's falling apart. But you need to trust the process and trust that it's going to lead you to the fruit. It's going to lead you to exactly where you need to go and where you're wanting to go. So now I think we can get onto the juicy part that everyone wants, which is the future. So my first question for the future: what is your main challenge of 2025 and how are you going to overcome it? It's got miracles. So straight away I'm like, the universe is going to fix it for you. Trusting, I really just feel like trusting is like the biggest thing, similar to the previous readings that I've done today. Like, just whatever it is, trust that even if it looks like it's going to shit, that it's not. Like, there's just a bigger plan that is happening that is invisible to us. We don't know. But you just have to trust it. If you're getting directed in another way, you just got to flow with it. So whatever troubles that come up, or lessons that come up in 2025, trust. Like, just trust all the way through. Uncertainty. Like, that is confirmation if I ever freaking saw any. So there could be some upheaval going into 2025, but this is not bad. Like, I really don't feel like this is bad at all. Like, it just, again, feels like redirection, a new path to the same outcome maybe that you want, or even better, but it's just this sense of openness. I think that was like a big thing in the Leo reading as well. It's just being open to possibilities and not getting too caught up on details and things going exactly your way, because I think just overall there's like a big, I don't know, there's a big energy of like the unknown in 2025. I'm not trying to scare anyone. This is like guidance. Like, this is good stuff. It's just like a, you know, something different. So you just got to trust it. Whoop. Okay. Playfulness. And we have letting go. I rest my case. Letting go of the past. Letting go of ideas of the future. Like, and by that I'm not saying like don't have goals or anything like that. It's just like you can have a goal, but like you don't always need to have an exact picture of exactly how that's going to turn out. I think I gave this example in the Leo reading, but it's like, if you're, let's say you're a chef and you're like, I want to own a restaurant one day, you, like, the advice for this reading would be like, you can have that goal, right? That's fine, but maybe let go of like the finer details, like, you know, it needs to be in this massive shop, or it needs to be in this exact town, because like whatever this year brings is going to be lots of new and different things that might, you know, for example, you could go traveling and then you end up opening a restaurant in France. Like, that's just an example, do you know what I mean? It's just like, you're still opening the restaurant, you're still getting the thing that you wanted, but it just turns out a little bit different than what you were planning. So the lesson or the advice here is to just let go of the finer details of how everything's gonna be and just go with it and have fun and just enjoy yourself. Like, above all, like, just go where it feels good in the moment. And don't get so caught up on a specific way of doing things. So what is our next question? So we've got, what area of your life will experience the most significant growth and transformation in 2025? Enlightenment. Okay, you are going to have a very, very different mindset by the end of 2025. You're going to have a complete mindset change. Like the way that you deal with things is going to be different. The way that you're drawn to things is going to be different. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I don't know, like it's just the way that you approach things is going to be a lot calmer by the end of 2025, because you would have practiced this patience, courage, and growth. So it's funny. What area of your life will experience the most significant growth? You're gonna grow. Like just as a person, mentally, spiritually, like you're gonna be able to face things with more power and like self-assurance. And yeah, I just feel like this growth is like it's the same as this like acceptance. It's like knowing that, you know, things are just gonna like happen in the world the way that they're gonna happen, and it just feels like a continuation of like the lesson that you've learnt in 2024. But you, like now that you're in 2025, you're definitely so much more equipped to deal with this and these lessons. You're gonna be able to, like, as long as you of course like decide to let go and to trust, like you're gonna be able to have a lot more fun in 2025 because you're not so like worried about like outside circumstances and stuff, because like you are good, like on the inside, like you got this. You've, you know, realized what you can do and what power you have in situations, like no matter what life throws at you. So as long as you stay in that energy, you're gonna have a very playful, like free-flowing 2025. Like not without any lessons, but like just the way that you're dealing with them is just so much more like mature and grounded compared to this last year gone. Sanctuary. I feel like this is like your inner sanctuary. Actually, did this like, I think this came up in the Aries reading for this question as well. It's just very about like the self. Like sanctuary is like, you know, coming home to safety, but like I feel like this home is you. In this reading, this is just creating like safety and yeah, like good, strong, healthy foundations within yourself. It's like yeah, just being like really grounded, because like if you think of grounding as like a tree, so trees have their roots like very deep into the ground, so that whenever a storm comes, thanks to the universe, they're still able to remain upright and grounded. So this is basically what you're working on, continuing to work through, but in a stronger way into 2025, is just finding those roots and those foundations for yourself. And that's something that you can carry on for the rest of your life. Like once you've fully found your feet and your foundation, that's forever. So that'll be like a lesson done, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna pull some tarot for that one. So what area of your life will experience the most significant growth and transformation? Let's add some more. So Queen of Cups, yeah, again, this is like your emotional world. The Queen of Cups is all about self-love as well, pouring into your own cup. a revamp in your emotional world, like a new level of steadiness. The Empress reverse, like, hello. This is you in 2025 in reversed. Like, this energy is kind of being poured back into her, right? Like, upright, everyone can see her and, you know, appreciate her and stuff, but this in reverse for your 2025, this is about you recognizing that Empress, goddess, or godlike energy within yourself. So then you're able to make the right decisions for yourself without having to consult others too much. Just being very grounded in yourself and your own understanding. The Emperor in reversed. Literally, need I say more on this? Like, the biggest area of growth in your life is the control and love that you have for yourself. Like, your inner world is gonna be like unstoppable, right? Like, the real home that you have, like, is you. Like, fuck, like a literal roof over your head. Like, your emotional world, like, is the most important thing. It's more important than, well, it's just as important as having a roof over your head, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you have to live in your body, you have to live in your mind. So like, when that's healthy and that's grounded, you're able to just be free and have fun and, like, you know, connect to your inner child like energy. I'm so sorry the battery just died, but I am back. We are on to the next question though. So that is, what abundance is coming your way in 2025? So, it's dropping too many cards. I can't read that many. What abundance is coming your way in 2025, Sagittarius? Knight of Swords reverse. Clarity before moving forward. That is what just popped into my brain. Clarity before moving forward. The Tower reversed. Yeah, literally, like, I swear I mentioned the Tower earlier. Again, similar with Leo. I think this was pulled in the Leo reading, and I believe it was pulled. Was it pulled in the Aries reading? I don't know, but similar themes either way. Tower reversed. This is, okay, in my mind, I'm just, from seeing that, getting like, things are not as they seem. And also, of course, like in reverse, I'm seeing this as like an inner transformation. So, like the Leo reading, again, like, don't get attached. But this Tower is your abundance, because that is the question, right? What abundance is coming your way in 2025? The Tower. When, like I said this to Leo, I'm pretty sure, when this Tower moment comes through, and the Tower, if you don't know, is like a storm that comes through that we have no control of. The universe just sends it and we have to deal with it. Like we were saying before, it's kind of like what you've been going through. So this is something that you also know by now as well. It's like, when this, you know, when the Tower moment happens, when the storm comes, you now know, like, self-control. You know that you can only do what you can in the situation, and that you need to trust. So when this energy comes through, just know that abundance is promised afterwards. Like, because that is the question. What is the abundance that is coming for you in 2025? The Tower. The abundance is coming with the Tower. So, the Hermit reversed. And what have I got on the bottom? High Priestess reverse. The Hermit and the High Priestess are knowers of things, right? They know themselves very well. They're connected to their intuition. They are, yeah, just like very within themselves. Your abundance in 2025 is going to be within the self. Got here the 7 of Coins reversed and the 9 of Swords reversed. You're just moving through fear. It's like when these storms or lessons or whatever come through, you're now gonna like be so calm when it happens. It's like you knew they were coming. You know what to do. There's just this like ease when it comes to dealing with difficult situations, because you have this like new connection to like the universe, the divine, and just trusting what unfolds. It's just like heavy on like letting go of fears, just allowing things to happen, just being in like such a centered space. I hope that this is translating well. 5 of Swords. Before, like I can't remember what card it was that I pulled, but I pulled it and I thought like you can smell danger. Like this 5 of Swords, so this is about like winning at the cost of what? So this can be about like betrayal, you know, just being like rude. It's kind of like just, yeah, being right, fighting to be right, but it's like at what cost sort of a thing. So this is just about like controlling your world and trusting that when you have complete control over your world, that things that are in aligned with that will come through, rather than you having to force things or to desperately search for things. There's just this like allowance. I'm gonna pull some oracle cards on this one. Kind of went backwards and I pulled the tarot first. What abundance is coming into Sagittarius's life in 2025? Ooh, got 2. So we got freedom and magic. Heavy on the trust and the patience. Birds of prey, they scan, they assess the entire situation, and they wait for the right moment to dive down and to hunt their prey. So they're not out like scrambling, going like, oh my god, like where are the rats? You know, like they are patient and they know when the right time to act is. They're not, you know, you're at your most powerful when you're centered and you're calm. You can deal with stressful situations when you are balanced. And that is exactly what you're going to be going through 2025. The abundance is going to come from within and pour outward, and that is going to be like a magnet, attracting everything that you want and that is in alignment for you. Very, very similar to the Leo reading. Let's pull one more. We got joy. And being in this centered energy is just inviting this in. It gives you space when you're not scrambling. Like when something unfavorable happens, you're not like, oh my god, like freaking out, stressed, like everything is melting, everything's on fire, you know what I mean? Like you know, and you're still going through this learning process that, you know, when you have such like a good relationship with yourself and your wants and your needs, and you're emotionally in touch and intelligent, like I was saying, like with the tree, like these storms don't shake you. You have more space when you're not stressed to be happy. You have more space to enjoy your life and enjoy the little things, and you're not just completely like in absolute turmoil. So that is a sleigh. I think it's time for the next question actually. So where are we up to? So we're at the last question. What advice does the universe have for you in 2025? So we've had like so much advice already, but like what's a little bit more? I'm just gonna pull from the oracle. What advice does the universe have for Sagittarius in 2025? This whole video has just been advice, but you know. Chaos. Reaffirmation of everything that I've just been saying. The storm spirit, this is just trusting that the storm is for a purpose. In nature, when they're like, let's use here in Australia for an example, our nature, like a bushland, is built for fires. So like when a huge bushfire goes through, that of course like devastates the land to an extent, but a lot of like regrowth happens afterwards, and it's like kind of an essential part, like the fire in our ecosystem. So just know that, you know, like the storm is for a reason. The storm is there to clear out anything that is unable to withstand it, so that whatever is strong will remain. Of course that came out, honestly. Change. This is just really about being flexible. Stillness. And this, you know, refers back to that tree as well. The tree is still, the tree is grounded. When things get tumultuous and you can feel yourself kind of getting stressed, again, come back to yourself. Be calm, meditate, breath work, or just lay down, like listen to some music, whatever it is that kind of brings you back to yourself and kind of, you know, calms you, centers you away from the noise and the chaos that is around you. If you're good, it's gonna be good, right? If you look after yourself, you'll be fine. If your tree is stable, it's not gonna tip. So let's just pull some cards from the tarot. Page of Swords. Never stop seeking truth. That's what I'm getting from that one. Like, remain curious. Remain open. It's just like a huge thing with this reading and all of the fire sign readings. Just be open. Don't get stuck on anything. Don't attach to anything. Keep your goal in mind overall, but don't be rigid on how to get there. 8 of Wands. Reverse. Yeah, this is a pause if it's a reverse. So the 8 of Wands upright is energy, it's forward movement. Reverse, like this is just a pause, like a little bit of a standstill. Something's like stopping it from moving forward. The advice, I think, is this is reaffirming this card, honestly. The card that was literally stillness. And you know what? Got like a swan here as well. just more signs of like change and transformation. Your advice is absolutely just to chill out. I'm gonna pull one more because I honestly just feel like I'm repeating myself a lot in this reading, and I don't really know what else to add. So the World. So this is the completion of a cycle. Trust that you'll get there. And also the World, like I see the World card as just openness and, you know, being able to give and receive like fully. It's like a broad perspective. So your biggest advice, you know, in this reading is obviously like, take time to chill. This is a journey of the self, a journey of you know, connecting to your wants and needs, desires, etc. So yeah, just like be patient and keep trusting, heavy on the trust, and just being open. Like there's so many paths that you can take that will lead to the one destination. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it resonated. I hope you have a lovely 2025. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a like. It just helps me out, and it also helps to get the video out to other people who may need to see this. Yeah, Happy New Year and have a great day.